Hey guys, hope everybody's doing great. My name is Ernest. Today we're going to look at one of the concepts in mathematics concerning the concept of functions. And from this we're going to see that functions basically refer to the relationship that exists between maybe variables or what we can refer to as a quantitative relationship between two aspects. And we're going to see that we can have a mathematical representation of this specific relationship using the concept of functions. Now in this case, of course, we are going to have other following videos which are going to exploit the concept of a function, whereby we are going to have maybe a one-to-one, one-to-many, and perhaps the piecewise definition of a function. But in this case, for this particular discussion, we're going to see some of the aspects of a relationship and some of the terminologies that we can use to refer to different parts of a function. So without further ado, thank you and welcome. As I've said, today's topic of discussion is basically the concept of functions or a function. And from this, we're going to see that in many real life situations, there are many things that can be found, or rather, there are many things that can be found to have a quantitative relationship, in a sense that perhaps one quantity can be vary with a specific proportionality with the other one. And now in this case, it's not only the quantities, but we can have a set of ordered maybe aspects of two particular quantities which can be able to be expressed in terms of a relationship. Therefore, that particular concept or those particular aspects that I've mentioned entail the concept of a relationship. Now, for instance, if we compare what I've mentioned about the price and the quantity of a commodity, we can have a figurative representation of this specific relationship, whereby we're going to have perhaps the quantity in this particular scale and the relationship. And we're going to see that perhaps if we are trying to compare this quantity of a particular commodity and the relationship of the quantity against the price, then therefore we're going to have that to see that there's a particular trend, that at a specific quantity there's a particular price for that particular commodity, and hence the variation will have a specific relationship that we're going to basically try to define. So this relationship that exists can be expressed in terms of a function, and we're going to see that as I've mentioned, the concept of a relation, we have already discussed in one of our videos about the concept of relations. And basically we said that relations are a set of ordered pairs or related quantities or measures. And we're going to give this one a broader definition perhaps when we come across that particular concept. So a set of related ordered pairs of quantities or measures can be referred to as relations. And basically in that particular videos we were discussing about the concept of representing these relations in terms of symbols. Now that I've mentioned about the concept of quantity and price, now suppose we have maybe an hypothetical illustration for the price against the quantity of a commodity, and we try to maybe illustrate that one using a particular set of figures. For the price maybe of one commodity is 10 shillings, and when there are two quantities of or two units of that specific commodity, the price is 20. And perhaps when there are 3 units of that particular commodity, the price is 30 shillings. We can be able to see a specific trend in this particular price, and in such a relation we're going to see that the first member of each pair detects the value of the second member, in a sense that if you try to put this one in terms of pairs, then we're going to have the first pair represented as